Back to Littleton Public Schools Stadium. We're at the LPPS where we see what a beautiful day it is. You can tell that visually. Look at how brilliant that blue is up top above the trees, the old dairy farm across the way. Here in Littleton, Colorado, where the Arapahoe Warriors, 2 different times, were at a disadvantage, able to put together 2 scores in a row via the legs of Nick Thompson carrying the football, and have secured this 20-12 lead that you see on the bottom of your screen. Hinkley, the Thunderbirds in white, kicking off, again, down 8 to Arapahoe in the black and gold. How about that? Big 79's going to carry it, and he's going to get to that sideline and gain about 15 yards on the return. Fun for Dalen Stutz, one of the starting tackles. I'm going to go ahead and put an asterisk on my notes. Dalen Stutz, respect him as a skills player. That's not just a tackle. Stutz will be one of the starting linemen there as we await the offense for Arapahoe. We did have one change at the quarterback position. I already see that 12 has come out to the field. Pete Mitchell took over in the second quarter after an injury to Fisher Conley, who started this ball game for Coach Mike Campbell. It's Mitchell about 4 yards deep behind center, and he is beginning this first offensive series of the second half for Arapahoe. Back to the bread and butter, Nick Thompson. Avoids first tackler at the line of scrimmage, bounces to the outside, and gains 4 yards. Thompson, we did not get official stats, but for sure Nick Thompson is in the 3-digit range. We know he has 3 touchdowns in this ball game. All 3 scores for the Warriors via the run game, with number 21 carrying the football. Mitchell again handing it off to Nick Thompson. Siale Maka making the tackle. And now Maka coming up a little gimpy and hobbling. That's a look at 85, Siale Maka, and he's actually going to lie down so he can get attended to by the training staff of Hinkley High School. You wonder at this point if weather is playing a part of it. Checking my phone, I'm not sure 71 degrees on my smartphone is accurate. I just took a walk at halftime. The sun is coming down, and here at 5280 plus elevation, you can feel it out there. 77 degrees, thanks to Alex Wines, who dialed into the NOAA to get us a proper reading. Or maybe that was Mrs. Mildren's thermometer. But you wonder if the hot conditions having an effect in terms of cramping. And I say that considering that last week, all of us doing broadcast playing football, we were in the middle of a rainstorm, very cold rainstorm. In the meantime, Pete Mitchell on a keeper to the outside. He's going to gain a first down. They'll set it up just across midfield at the 49.
First down, Arapahoe at the Hinkley 49, making the tackle for the Thunderbirds, Dante Richard.
3 plays, pardon me, 2 plays. Thompson, then Mitchell via the run and a quick first down. Somewhere in that second quarter, the Arapahoe offense discovered things. Even Fisher Conley at the helm put together a decent drive, and then we had the transition to Mitchell, who's now playing quarterback for the Warriors. Arapahoe just started to discover some things. That time not going to happen. Ran into Quayshawn Smith. I love the coach's quote about Quayshawn Smith. Call him first off the bus. What's that about? Well, when you're on road trips, you send one out first for that first impression kind of effect for everybody who doesn't know you too much, and Quayshawn's that guy. Runs 6'2", 225, runs a 4.5. Mature look. Coach says he looks like he's about 28 years old. So that's the guy you send off the bus and let everybody go, ooh, who we got? Quayshawn making that play. This time, excellent defensive play on the part of Mandeep Singh, the starting safety for Hinkley. Ball will be set up right at the 50-yard line. 2 plays, Arapahoe gained a first down. Then the next 2 plays, nothing happening, and credit the Thunderbirds defense. Hinkley has forced 5 turnovers in this game. Dante Richardson has 3 interceptions. Nevertheless, Arapahoe has the 8-point lead, but now it's 3rd down and 11 to go. Mitchell, is he going to hand off? No, rides it and then sends the screen this way. Leipold, short gain. There's a flag on the field. Excellent defensive coverage on the part of James Lee. Arapahoe's run that play several times. Bring the slot out. Hitch with the receiver coming inward. Hope to get a block and break one. It hasn't happened yet. Leipold has had using recall, has had a nice first down pickup that went for about 15, 16 yards. This one stopped for a short gain, and regardless, a penalty flag, which Hinkley will get the benefit of. So we march backwards to the 42-yard line. So Mitchell run took Arapahoe for a first down across midfield to the 49. Since then, a couple of minimal gains, and then the flag now set back at the minus 42. 3rd down play, 19 yards to go for the first down. Mitchell going to look downfield. He has receivers that way. There's that crossing route. Nice pickup and some space across the way for a first down. Battling to get away from tacklers, eventually brought down at the 33-yard line. Nice connection between Pete Mitchell and Christian Myers. Correct myself, that's the number 11. That's the starting wide receiver, Alex Tennant, on the reception. A gain of 24 yards, Pete Mitchell to Alex Tennant. That is not the first time Arapahoe has had a long way to go and picked up the first down. Notably, in the second quarter, they had a 4th and 10 situation, drew a penalty flag, which took them into the red zone, and eventually, like all scores so far, would result in a Nick Thompson touchdown. Thompson, again, just battling away 4-5 yards at a time. Ball set up right at the 30-yard line. Warriors driving. These 2 squads in the new realignment, which we seem to do every 2 years, now in the South Metro Conference. It actually, talking to Coach Campbell, it's really not that far off. These players don't know about it, but it reminds them of the old Continental League back when Arapahoe and Heritage would play with Rangeview and Hinkley, some of the Aurora squads. Pete Mitchell, far side, able to get to the 15-yard line on the roll. That'll be another first down. So even though there's some good distance between the schools geographically, there is some history together, and they do play in the South Metro League. It's the first conference game for Arapahoe, the second for Hinkley. The Thunderbirds able to beat Gateway last week, 24-10. First time in 15 years they beat the Olies, who are about 3-4 miles away from each other. Arapahoe used to play Hinkley back in the day when Campbell was a Warrior. Mike Campbell, an alum of this high school, went on to play at University of Idaho, won a Big Sky title, helped take Idaho the Vandals to the Division 1A semifinals. Nick Thompson run for about 3 or 4. Mike Campbell played for the Toronto Argonauts in the CFL in 95 and 96. Big shout to his wife. I tweeted out, impact player on his squad, his wife Michelle, who leads the coordination of the Kickoff for Kids event at Children's Hospital every year. They've done that for 7 years. So Michelle, his wife, is a money playa for sure. By the way, talking the Twitter, at Stream It Sports, at Marty Cesario, Marty Cesario. I'll have to talk to the guys from the Spear Broadcasting Network. Got to get a handle. Sack, Hinkley. We've seen that before. Big Reginald Osler and Adrisa Diallo. Unofficially, I'd say that put Diallo at about 16, 17 sacks on the season. This is his 5th game. Diallo has a fumble recovery in this game. So after the Pete Mitchell scamper for the first down to the 15, short run by Thompson, and a big loss on the sack by Diallo and Osler. 3rd down play, 20 to go. Mitchell drops back. I believe we're going to have a touchdown for Arapahoe. Yes, we do, across the goal line. That's a TD for the Warriors. After nearly the 4th interception by Dante Richardson. Tip drill, no, receiver gets it. It's a score for AHS. The gold number, kind of blurry to me. Was that 85 on the catch? 86 on the catch. Pierce Shell with the 25-yard touchdown reception. And now a sizable lead for the Arapahoe Warriors. My bad, that's on me on the call. I just could not read the number of Pierce Shell, making an excellent play. Way to stay alive. That's called work in the summertime. Tip drill repeatedly. Keep your eyes on the ball. Goes up in the air after the defender tried to pick it off. 86 brings it down and then battles his way across the goal line for a score. Pierce Shell, a touchdown reception, and now a 27-12 lead for the Arapahoe Warriors. That was a 10-play drive, 63 yards for the Warriors. Here's the kickoff. Squibbit to the near side. Maka picks it up, and he's got some space along the sideline. He's going to get across midfield, eventually pushed out of bounds. Good hustle by Connor Leipold. So Hinkley will start in good field position. After the 10-play, 63-yard drive, which included penalties, sacks, tackles for losses, Arapahoe persevered offensively under the direction of Pete Mitchell, getting it to Pierce Shell for a 25-yard touchdown play on 3rd down. Ball spotted straight up 50-yard line. Ramsey Howard still quarterbacking. Handing off to Ohanzi Ohamai. Stopped cold by that front 4 of Arapahoe. Foster Houts in on the play. No gain. 2nd down coming up. Again, Howard continues to lead the offense for Hinkley in white. Handoff, yes. Ohanzi has space. Is he going to get the first down? Yes. And he's going to get away from one of the tacklers and try to run out another defender's attempt to bring him down. Eventually does to the 31-yard line. Ohimai with a 19-yard gain. Ohanzi, an RMAC D2 prospect. Measurables 5'10", 175. The kid's a hooper. He can jump. Also has a 3.5 GPA. That includes IB classes. So next level coaches know they can keep him in the program. Howard to the outside. That's going to be complete. No, waved off by the officials. Big 11-yard pickup by Ohimai. And we'll stay at the 31-yard line after this first down incompletion. $15-point spread, Arapahoe on top. Ohimai again, this near side strung out nicely and brought down to the ground along this near sideline. The middle linebacker Luke Marone along with Nick Toka. Marone's been making tackles. Toka, big-time plays, including when they were down 12-6. It was Toka who forced the fumble recovery that Anthony Ferry picked up. Ball was set at the 29-yard line. Eventually led to Nick Thompson scoring his second TD, and that was the first time Arapahoe was able to gain an advantage at 13-12. That was back in the second quarter. Howard, quick comeback route at the 25-yard line. That's complete. Nice connection. Gideon Greer with the reception. Ball placed at the 24-yard line. Fourth down and 3 for Hinkley. Down 15. Obviously going for it. Handoff to the interior. Ohimai cannot get across for the first down. That'll be the third time in this ball game Arapahoe has forced a turnover on downs. Marone again in on the tackle.
First down, Arapahoe from the 23.
6-play drive after the nice return. Series started at midfield, right at the 50. Hinkley got to the 19. Pushed back a little bit to the 24, went for it on fourth down and 3. Only got 2. Credit the D of Arapahoe. Now the offense comes back out on the field with a 15-point lead set up at the 23-yard line. Here comes the first down play. Going to look downfield. Screen pass to the middle. Thompson. Did he get the block? Not really, but spun out of it, and he's close to a first down pickup. I said close. There's no doubt. Add an extra 2. That's a first down on an 11-yard pass connection. Mitchell, the screen to Thompson. Arapahoe again on the move. The Warriors discovered something offensively back in that second quarter with 2 different quarterbacks. Squad that's pretty beat up in terms of injuries. Have some other issues beyond the field. Thin on personnel at some positions, mostly defensively, missing 4 different starters. Offensively, their starting quarterback taken out of the game. Looking across, I still do not see a number 4 even walking around in just a jersey and jeans. Wondering what happened to Fisher Conley. We saw him get up after an attempted pass. He was hobbling. There's a good look at Fisher Conley, who seems like he's a go. One of those cases where perhaps once Mitchell was inserted, all good things have been happening. There's no reason to change it. Mitchell, screen pass. There it is once again. Trying to get out to make the block is the tackle Dalen Stutz. That'll be a short gain. It is a completion to Colton Leipold. Nice camera work, by the way, by executive producer Phil Mildren and Gail Jason. Good work, guys, right on cue. I'm looking for something. Pay attention to my monitor. We'll give it to you. I like that. Teamwork here at Stream It Sports. So we know Conley is okay, but Mitchell running the offense has been working quite well. Do not mess with what's good to you. 2:20 left in the third quarter. Leipold able to pick up the first down. Now the handoff to Thompson. Ball's on the ground. I believe one of the Warriors, the lineman, able to recognize and then jump on it. What a great play by Dalen Stutz. Tap on the shoulder pads for Dalen Stutz for realizing ball down. He was engaged with one of the defenders, heard the ball call, spun around and dove on it. Able to get to the football first with two Hinkley Thunderbirds on his backside. Ball set at the 41-yard line. Fifth play of the series. Little unorthodox Arapahoe with their drives. We've seen it often, including this one. I like rhythm. I'm a momentum guy. But the Warriors don't mind. We'll take a couple sacks. Let's toss in a penalty. We'll fumble the football once. And then we always make a big play. That's how it's been going the last couple of series. This flag against Hinkley. It would have been 2nd and 15. That's a gigantic flag. It's going to give Arapahoe a first down, I believe. Down marker says no. Now the officials correct that. Not sure what that call is. Coach O'Brien, bottom of your screen, having a discussion with the lead official. Perhaps sideline infraction? Unsportsmanlike conduct. Coach O'Brien doesn't like it, obviously. Instead of having Arapahoe at their own 41, 2nd down and 15, they now have a first down at the plus 45. We have seen that before, too. Second quarter series, I recall, where pass interference call with Arapahoe on a 3rd and 16, something long. Pass interference call, bailed them out, got them deeper into the red zone. First and 10 here at the 45-yard line. Mitchell, hard counting, trying to draw that threatening defender across. Not going to happen. Meantime, Nick Thompson, look at him spin around. He'll gain another first down. 10, 11-yard pickup for Nick Thompson. They're going to give Thompson 9.5 yards. Second and a short one. Thompson blasts across the line of scrimmage. He's going to get the first. The Thompson run game, extra special this Saturday afternoon for the Arapahoe Warriors. He gains 2 and gets the first down. Speaking of the running back, Nick Thompson. Mitchell knows blitzers are coming his way. Flip out to Thompson. He's got some space. Will he get the block? He doesn't need one. He wants the contact, and he gets himself 9 yards on that play. you're watching along with us, kind of get a read that 21 is feeling it. Set at the 24, we may have a measurement. We will flip sides and moved on to the fourth quarter. Remember, if you like what you're seeing here, especially Nick Thompson or Hinkley defender Dante Richardson, who has 3 picks in the game, don't forget you can go to Stream It Sports store right online there, streamitsports.com, and purchase a DVD or Blu-ray copy. You can get that today. Have yourself a keepsake. Put a label on the side. Go ahead and put that in your personal archives in the living room. StreamItSports.com, where you can purchase a DVD or Blu-ray copy of this or any game broadcast throughout the course of the 2014 football season. They are going to award Nick Thompson a first down. As we kind of think in advance, who's our next level player of the game? 21's on my mind. Got him on the watch list. I mentioned Dante Richardson. Certainly he would be one of them. Some of the plays of Dalen Stutz, the lineman. There's a stick on the near side crashing through Siale Maka. Tackle for a loss. Pops the helmet off of the tailback. That's a 4-yard loss. Looking across, one of the rules, you get your helmet blown off, you have to miss a play. So immediately, Nick Thompson, one of the heroes for the Warriors today, making some adjustments on his own. Get some help, kid. It's like one of his pads dislodged. He's a tough guy. He'll get that lid back on and probably be in the next play. But it won't be this one, 2nd and 13. Coach Campbell calls a timeout. That's Coach Mike Campbell coming out to huddle up with his offense along with the managers, giving some water to some football players who have worked very, very hard today. Here in the fourth quarter of the ball game, 11.5 minutes in roughly. 15-point lead for Arapahoe. Looking for their first win of the 2014 campaign. We qualified that 0-3 record a little bit earlier. Their losses included number 10 Doherty, number 4 Grandview, and then a loss to Legend where they were leading by 13 with about 5 minutes to play in the game, and then things just kind of got off the wheels. Trying to get a victory here in their first South Metro League game, which would give them momentum before the big Brook Ridge Trophy game next week against in-town rival Heritage. Roll to the near side. Oh, that's the wrong choice. Ran right into Maka and Kenny Powell. But again, we've seen this. Arapahoe has suffered losses and penalties in previous series and always come out okay. Loss of 4, now a loss of 6 on the sack by Kenny Powell and Siale Maka. 3rd and 20 to go. Ball set at the 34-yard line. Mitchell will step under his center, Sam Gardenier. Hand off to Nick Thompson. Bounces through, and we're going to have a 4th down play coming up for sure, because Thompson gains 15 and gets to the 19-yard line as I just set it up. Maybe it's a matter of where the Arapahoe Warriors like to have some space. 3rd and 2 kind of throws us off. Too tight. Need my personal space. Like to see things. 15-yard gain by Nick Thompson. And we will have a 4th and 5 attempt by the offense of the Warriors. Black and gold looking good. Going for it on 4th down right now. Lengthy series. Clock ticking, and they have a 15-point lead. Coach Campbell wants a timeout. Didn't like what he was seeing out there, or miscommunication. So Arapahoe takes the timeout. So we'll have to wait what would be the... It'll be the 10th play of the drive for Arapahoe. Tight look at Coach Campbell there. Got the golf visor going. Connection with Coach Campbell. Spent some time as a kid in Chicago. We had a moment where we got to go through the Bears defense back in the day in the 80s. We were both ripping them off. Singletary, Wilson. Yes, bratwurst. Some bratwurst, pork chop hill. Giordano's. We could go there. Each of these coaches, very good to visit with. Long relationship with Coach Mike Campbell, being in his 12th year with the program. And then Coach O'Brien, just so much energy and so positive. Very fun to visit with him. 4th down play coming up here. 4th and 5 to go for the first down at the 19-yard line. Mitchell going to go to the passing game. Dips his shoulder. It's going to be a jump ball situation. Richardson almost had the interception, and then you had glimpses of the last score by Arapahoe. Richardson not bringing it down allowed an opportunity for the receiver for Arapahoe to make a play. Ray Haas almost brought it down for the touchdown. But it'll be a turnover on downs there. So credit the coverage of Dante Richardson. Last series, Richardson made a play for the ball and misread it or bounced off him. That's no joke. And eventually, Pierce Shell brought it down and got across the goal line for a 25-yard score. Hinkley has some work to do, taking the ball over at the 19-yard line, 9:35 to go, and they're down 15. Run play to the interior. No gain. It's a 2-score spread, or at least a 2-possession gap, considering 2-point conversions possible. Down 20-7-12, Ramsey Howard running his offense. 2nd down is going to go near side here. Read well by the defender. Nice play, Ray Haas. Flag down. And so is one of the Hinkley Thunderbirds. Gideon Greer takes a late hit, and he's going to lie down on the turf. So that'll stop the rhythm of the 4th quarter. Kind of settle the urgency of Hinkley. It's like left ankle being favored by the receiver Gideon Greer, being helped off by the Hinkley training staff. And also give some love to his teammate Armand Green, coming up to help his buddy. That's my boy. Make sure he's okay. The penalty will advance the football to the 36-yard line. Arapahoe enjoyed an impact penalty called in their previous series. This time, Hinkley fortunate, and a nice run by Ohanzi Ohimai. 8-yard gain for Ohimai. And the ball will be placed at the 44-yard line. Coach O'Brien and his staff being very patient. They believe in their guys and kind of loose. I like the comments, their attitude in getting to 3-1 so far this year. It's a go make a play mentality. Ohime trying to do something on his feet right there. Says you can guarantee this when I'm quoting Coach O'Brien. We don't play tight. He knows they have the speed, energy, and excitement. Seen some of that, especially defensively, forcing 5 turnovers in this game. Not able to convert those into many points with just 12 on the board. Ohime with a 4-yard pickup. That's good for a first down. Upcoming 4th play of the series for the Hinkley Thunderbirds. Howard looking this way. Bottom of your screen. He's got a man open. That's caught. Will the receiver get away from the defender? Yes, he will. That'll be a touchdown, Hinkley. Dante Richardson. "52-yard scoring play. Ramsey Howard throwing the fly route to Dante Richardson, who now has 3 interceptions and a touchdown reception. Nice show of resilience on the part of the Thunderbirds. How about that? 4-play drive. Goes 81 yards, 2-point conversion attempt, crossing around over the middle. That's covered very well. So it maintains the spread at 9 points. That was a huge 2-point stop by the Arapahoe defense. Hinkley does get the score, though, going 81 yards in 4 plays. Howard to Richardson, 52 yards. And in terms of awareness, we have learned this. Dante Richardson, he can play some ball. Number one, he's for real. He's legit. If this is your first look at Hinkley, a program that has struggled for a decade and a half, you can see they've got some players. Think of Ohime, Diallo, Big A.J. Wilson, definitely Dante Richardson. Still alive, down 27-18 now. Onside kick, be prepared. Standard formation, kickoff return, and we do get the onside kick. It's a nice bounce, but picked up easily and then upended along the near sideline. Connor Williams. Great bounce, delivered on the onside attempt, but a better read on the part of Connor Williams. Took it on the run and advanced it across midfield, and then someone hit the X on the joystick. Carnage. Fortunately, Williams absolutely fine. Did not advance to midfield. His foot must have stepped out of bounds, or a portion of his body. Ball set up at the 48-yard line. About 7.5 to go. Motion to the far side. Leipold, handoff. Nick Thompson gets the block, gets to the second level, thrusts his way across midfield and to the 41-yard line. Move the markers. That's the first down pickup for Nick Thompson. We'll give him a 13-yard gain on that play. That was all Nick. Credit the strong side block by Dalen Stutz. I saw him seal and push off one of the defenders. Again, the handoff, this time defense awaiting. Tackle made Quayshawn Smith. Quayshawn playing pretty well. He's had a wrist injury that he's been battling. He's also learning a new position. He was used as a defensive end last year. They've got him at linebacker now. So nothing but growth ahead for Quayshawn Smith, who just made that play. Loss of 1 on the run by Thompson. 2nd and 11 coming up. Again, handoff Thompson killed the clock. Backside. Diallo making the tackle, another short gain. No gain on that play. So 3rd down and 11, right about where Arapahoe likes to be. 3rd and long, ain't no thing for the Arapahoe Warriors on this Saturday afternoon at the LPSS. Roll to the right side, pressure there, that's gonna be another sack. Idrissa Diallo fighting off the tackle and dropping the quarterback for a huge loss. That series started with a 13-yard gain by Nick Thompson. Since then, 3 plays, losing a total of 9 yards. Rare punt in this ball game. Reverse end over end. Careful, watch out, everybody look. And what a bounce for the punt team. All the way to the 11-yard line. Might be the 9. It's going to be placed at the 9-yard line. Things going the way, very fortunately, for the Arapahoe Warriors. I think we call that the 20-yard roll. Keeping our watch list for the player of the game. Still got that lean to 21, Nick Thompson, with 3 touchdowns in this ball game. Anthony Ferry having a nice game. You see him in a 4-point stance near side along the defensive line for Arapahoe. Handoff to the inside. Ohimai, just a short game. Even being down 9, Coach O'Brien and his staff being a little patient. They're going to give Ohimai a gain of 5 on that play. Ball set up at the 15. Correct myself, gain of 6. 2nd down, handoff Ohimai going far side. Got the seal block he needed, but then pursuit was just too strong on the part of the Arapahoe defense. Nick Toka again making another play. You see high fives between 5'2" and 40. Braden Cashier and the middle linebacker Luke Marone. Gain of just 1. Call that a loss of 1. So 3rd and 5, about 3.5 to go. Howard takes the belly give. Now he's going to roll this way. He's got some pressure from Ferry. Releases the football. That's going to be an interception picked off at the 27-yard line. Advancing forward. Is he going to get further down the field? Yes, a little bit across the 20. Another turnover created. 26 on the pick. 28. That is Brendan Phelan with the interception. The 9th true turnover of this ball game. 4 created and forced by the Arapahoe defense after the interception by Phelan, the junior. thinking next level player of the game, whoever the thief is. We know who the ball carrier is. Nick Thompson.
Nick Thompson, the ball carrier.
4 different Warriors have collected turnovers in this game.
68, Miguel.
Most recently, Brendan Phelan flowed with the roll very well. An easy read on the ball.
6, second down and 4.
Phelan with the pick. Arapahoe in a great position. Anthony Ferry has a fumble recovery. Isaiah Romero has an interception for the Warriors. Ray Haas also has an interception on behalf of Arapahoe. If you want to get your workout in, hang with Matt McChesney if it's possible. Bring your A game. Don't be timid, because he'll yell at you. All for your benefit. Be the next challenger to survive the dungeon. Tweet hashtag I can handle the dungeon or at 60strength for more information. It's absolutely okay to get better, as he says. Not much better Nick Thompson can do in this ball game as he's set up as the deep tailback. Rare time he's got a fullback in front of him in the I set. Thompson, 3 digits and 3 touchdowns. He's got the ball moving towards the goal line. Spin move, he'll get down to the 2.
Nick Thompson on the carry for the Arapahoe.
Brought down
First
by
down.
Josh Hannibal. Arapahoe in position to put it away.
Arapahoe from the Hinkley Thunderbirds.
We'll go ahead and call it now. Let's wait and see who has this carry right here. Want to make a guess? Thompson follows the lead blocker. 4th touchdown of the football game. Nick Thompson is money. Now I'm going to call it. Next level athlete of the game. Senior running back Nick Thompson. Pardon me, he's just a junior. That's good for the future. Junior Nick Thompson now has 4 touchdown runs in this contest. Nick goes 2 yards on that play for his 4th score at the 2:43 mark here in the 4th quarter. Personal foul infraction against Hinkley. Offsetting. That won't do anything about the scoring play by Nick Thompson. Successful PAT by Nathan Wanders. Score 34-18. That infraction will be walked off on the upcoming kickoff. Again, the Warriors were trailing 12-6 back in the 1st quarter. Suddenly, they discovered what they could solve as an offense. They even had a change in quarterbacks when Fisher Conley got up off the turf limping, switched to Pete Mitchell. Nothing changed. Work the run game, endure penalties, tackles for losses, 3rd down and long often, and Arapahoe continues to put together series and score points. And of course, most recently, we must credit the defense, again forcing a turnover. Brendan Phelan under pressure from Big Tone Anthony Ferry. The pressure forces a hurried throw. Phelan read it well, picked it off. Forced a short series for Arapahoe, and they're able to convert. Warriors up 34-18 with 2:43 left in this contest. Scratch that walk-off on the upcoming kickoff. We're going to set it at the 40. That was offsetting. We'll have to dock the pay of our support staff, who may or may not own the company. Ball taken at the 9-yard line. Tough call. Some may say error in judgment. It would have gone out of bounds. That was a tough read because it could have been disaster if it stayed in bounds. The reality is Hinkley is down 16 points. They'll have the ball at their own 9. Looking at the schedule upcoming, if Hinkley can't get through, they'll face another Aurora rival over on the east side of town. They have Rangeview next. Then they visit Heritage here at this stadium in Littleton. They'll play Smoky Hill and finish off with Grand Junction. Complete pass this side, chased down easily. Nice defensive hustle on the part of Anthony Cannon. 4-yard gain on the short pass play. Series started at the 10 officially. 4-yard play to the 14. Long way to go. Looking at Arapahoe, on the verge of picking up their first win of the season. Next week, we've talked about it often, it's the Brookridge Trophy game. Battle for the milk jug here at this stadium. Love that game. They'll take on Heritage next week. Then at Gateway, they'll play Grand Junction, Rangeview, and then finish against Smoky Hill. The South Metro Conference is very wide open. Conference winners get nice seedings in the upcoming 5A playoffs in November. Both squads still have an opportunity to win conference. There's another pickoff. It's going to be a pick six going into the end zone across the goal line. Touchdown Arapahoe, Alex Smith. That will put the clips on all corners of your fancy Target storage bin. Or nails in the coffin. Trying to come up with something different. I have children. What a play by Alex Smith. Read that ball that was hovering in the air, picked it off, and he knew it. If I could get this football, I'm gone. .40 on the board for Arapahoe after the Alex Smith interception, return for a touchdown, score 41-18. Arapahoe was down 12-6 in the first quarter. Since then, outscoring Hinkley 35-6. $11 turnovers, true turnovers in this game. Arapahoe's defense 3 times has forced turnovers on downs. But yes, 11 turnovers, true turnovers in this football game. Arapahoe's defense has forced 5 5 different individuals have collected the turnovers. Most recently, Alex Smith. There will be plenty to talk about for offensive staffs on Monday's film day. Under 2 to play, there's the kick. Return along the near side. Upended by a hustling specials teamer. Braden Cashier, 52. I always put out my final tweet. It's kind of tough to play with social media when you're calling a game. So I give a half and a final, and if I see something cool. Shout out, by the way, to the Arapahoe crowd underneath us. A lot of them showing up on a Saturday. We talked to Mike Carlson from Spear Broadcasting Network for Arapahoe High School, and he admitted that the student body and the community also affected with the Saturday game. Coach is not a big fan of Saturdays. You don't spill out of the high school and roll right into nighttime and Friday night lights and all that. So shout to Arapahoe. But certainly as I put my final tweet, I'll probably have to mention 2 things, right, to tell the story. 1, Nick Thompson got you. And also 11 turnovers in this game. And yes, the crew is saying we're not done. And we do have probably a sense of urgency coming in passes downfield as we see a nice play by one of the defenders of Arapahoe. 2-8 on the play. Brandon Phelan, who is one of the DBs for Arapahoe, has an interception in this game. I think it'd be fair to say a lot of those turnovers were created by good defensive plays. Hinkley's Dante Richardson has put in great work. As you see the keeper by Ramsey Howard, a host of defenders feeling it right now, just attacking, chasing, getting to the football. 5 different guys in black and gold making a play, including big 5-0, Nick Ball, sophomore. Hinkley's going to take a pause here. Coach O'Brien and his staff, I would guess they want to make sure they've had a nice start at 3-1 in the 2014 season to have something like this happen, which, you know, they had a little experience against Westminster where they lost 40-0. He's got to keep that culture positive and energetic. You're going to have 1 possession here. Try to get some nice gains. Hit the bus, go study. Try to get something done against Rangeview next week. And again, we can't say it enough around this area in Littleton. The plan will be as soon as we hear the final horn, Arapahoe's going to be thinking Heritage. That's the deal. All week. Howard gets away, and he's got a lot of room until one of the defenders finds him. Nice backside pursuit, staying in the play. Excellent job, Dane Carr. Thought for a moment there that Ramsey Howard was going to get a long run in. Not the case. Ball spotted 49-yard line, approaching the 1-minute mark in the game. Our next level player of the game, already decided that. Nick Thompson, 4 touchdowns. We don't have official numbers. Our stat monitors, Wi-Fi is a little off. The Spear Broadcast Network is going to help us out with numbers, I do believe. We'd like to get that number because I know it's really good. Nick Thompson, though, 4 touchdowns, our next level athlete of the game. Unofficially, 40 carries, 200 yards, pass downfield complete, and that's exactly what you want if you're Coach O'Brien. A nice play to walk away with. Ball all the way downfield to 35. Mandeep Singh. Nick Thompson, again, 40 carries, 200 yards unofficially, and 4 touchdowns.
Timeout Hinkley. That's their last timeout of the second half.
Hinkley's going to try to get this final score before we have the clock expire. 33 seconds left. Keep in mind here on Stream It Sports, as it does for these hardworking young guys out on the field, also applies for the crew here at streamitsports.com. Next week, more games. Take a look at that schedule right there on your screen. Upcoming week includes Lakewood Bear Creek. Lakewood lost a tough one to Pomona, but judging by that score against Pomona, the Tigers are legit. That'll be on Thursday at Jeffco. Friday, good one in the Centennial League, Cherry Creek against Cherokee Trail. And then on Saturday, I will join you up at Centaurus Stadium in Lafayette for the Monarch Fairview game, which should be absolutely entertaining. Opposite styles. Wide open Coach McCartney and Johnny Photo for Fairview. Mohai with the double wing. First year in 5A football. Run play to the interior, and that's going to get across the goal line. Yep, hands up referees, and that will be a touchdown for Ohanzi Ohimai. Well, we know Ohimai is one of the studs that we can see. These are some of the kids we talked about in terms of a level of awareness of what's up with Hinkley. We've talked about them. Diallo, for real. So is Maka, A.J. Wilson, Quayshawn Smith, Howard rolling to the far side, trying to get up a ball for a 2-point conversion, and it's actually good. And I think, yes, that is Siale Maka chasing down the football. There's a flag on the field, but the score is going to be good the way the players are reacting. We will have a kick with 3 seconds left. That'll make the score 41-26. Waiting the verdict of the officials here. So next week, live coverage once again. Thursday, Lakewood Bear Creek. Friday, Cherry Creek, Cherokee Trail. Saturday, Monarch Fairview. All live. Beautiful pictures you get to see on these broadcasts. And keep in mind that they also get placed on the Stream It Sports YouTube channel. Hint, Coach, game tape further down the road. And I've watched some of those, and again, the pictures are outstanding. So you get a good, clean look. And if you would like, you can order your DVD or Blu-ray. Just find the sales tab on streamitsports.com. Onside kick successful. Chasing the ball down for Hinkley. Armand Green, And we'll have another play and a chance for the Thunderbirds to put some more points on the board. They don't have a chance to win, but they can thin the final deficit with a long pass play. Let's see what Ramsey has to do here. He's going to send trips to the bottom side. He had some pressure to him. Jump ball situation. Coming to get it. Oh, exactly what they wanted if you're the Hinkley Thunderbirds, but it goes out of bounds in this near side corner, and that'll finish the ball game. Horn blows. You see the final up on the board. The Arapahoe Warriors have picked up their first victory of the season. They're now 1-3. The Hinkley Thunderbirds dropped to 3-2. Nick Thompson, our next level athlete of the game. Unofficially 200-plus yards, officially 4 touchdowns. Nice work, 21, and definitely that defense, which created and forced 5 turnovers. Final score, 41-26. Congratulations to the Warriors. For executive producer Phil Mildren, Alex Wines on the technical production, our camera operators, Gail, Jason, you guys, props to you. Excellent pictures, appreciate that. I'm Marty Cesario. Enjoy your evening, and goodbye from Littleton Public School Stadium.